Good morning. I love how much food I've got for my YouTube videos lately. We are going to learn about salary versus hourly pay. There's a huge difference. When you're salary, you never punch out. You're always on the clock. Even when you're sleeping, you're always on the clock. You get paid when you take that position. You get a piece of paper saying, this is how much you get paid a year. This is how much you get paid weekly and stuff like that. But you never actually leave. Like, you can go to the business, you can go and do stuff, but you're technically still getting paid. You might get paid less an hour because it's 24 hours a day, but they're gonna average it out for 40 hours. Unlike hourly pay, you show up to the place that you need to go and you punch in and you get paid every single minute that you're on the clock. But once you punch out, the money stops until you go back and you punch back in. That's hourly pay. And then they do have, like, you know, perks on like holidays and stuff, but that's a federal thing. Salary and hourly pay both get those benefits, like holiday pay. Salary people get holiday pay also, you know, so you can take that stuff out of the equation to make it more simple, you know, because no matter what, if you're salary based or hourly pay, you still get paid holiday pay. And so to make it easier for people to understand, you just take that out of the equation. You're like, salary is you get paid and you never punch in. You might get yelled at a lot, but you never technically punch out until you decide to step down or step up from that position and you decide that you do not want to be salary based anymore. Unlike hourly pay, you might not get yelled at as much, but there's other things that you do have to worry about. You know, there's a big difference between the two. But one thing about being salary based versus hourly based is you're always technically on the clock, so you are like the face of the company in a way, you know, so your role outside of the job is more important. Like, you have a reputation to maintain. Unlike hourly pay people, they do not. They come in, they get paid on the clock. Once they punch out, it no longer exists. That job no longer exists until they come back and punch back in. Big difference. And if a company wants them to, like, for the hourly pay or the commission, the salary base pay, if they want to do encouragements or get them to, like, so if the company feels like they're yelling at their employees way too much or punishing them way too much in any way, they can give them pay incentives, which means they can turn into commission. And commission is like, I sell this item and I get a percentage off of it. But it also can be like, I have a flat pay, you know, so like you might get paid the same as like a salary, or you get paid less than a salary based pay, you know, and most of the time that's how it is. But I've applied for jobs in the past that you get paid basically, and then if you sell an item, you get money off of it. And so the thing is, if it's commission, you know, so sometimes you get a flat pay, and that's like a commission, that's a salary based type of thing, you know, because you don't really, like, you can punch in, so it could be hourly too. So commission is like you get a flat pay that is hourly based, you know, so as long as you're on the clock, you get paid this amount of money. But if you sell the items, you get a bonus, you get a pay increase. Or if you do a better job, you don't even have to sell some items. Sometimes it's like that. So sometimes people work for bonuses. It's the same thing as, like, if you sell, it's like commission. A bonus is like commission. It's just different word, but it's the same thing, you know. And so So like if you work really hard and you do a really good job at doing your job, you know, they can give you a bonus, which means it's a pay incentive, pay increase for that time. It's not your flat pay. So if you don't do as good, you don't get paid as much, you know. And so not all companies are the same like that, but other companies are like that, you know. My company is a commission-based company right now. Like if you sell a candle, you get a percentage off of it, but you don't get a flat pay. You don't get anything. If you sell a candle, you get a percentage off of it. That's the company that I am building, is a commission, a straight commission type of job. So how do you work? What do you do? What money you get? But you have to actively sell my products. If you do not sell my products that I personally hand to you, you're not working for my company. So yes.